We have a good show for you guys today. We have a little bit of NHL, a little bit of NBA, NFL, and MLB. We have everything for you. Unfortunately, we're starting the show on a little bit of a down. We have some unfortunate news coming out of the entire sports world. We want to give a shout out to Australian PGA Tour golfer Jason Day. We want to send our well wishes out to him as he left the match only 6 holes in after his mother, who was diagnosed with terminal cancer, has less than 12 months to live. He just didn't want to be at the tournament anymore. He wanted to be with his mom. Since then, he has moved her to the States from Australia with him and his family, hoping for a better outcome. Day did not say he was leaving the tour entirely, but it seems that is how it's going to play out. And we'd also like to wish a rest in peace to 2 sports greats, one in baseball, one in football. In baseball, we want to say rest in peace to former Phillies, Mets, and Washington Senators pitcher, and former Phillies, Yankees and Mets manager Dallas Green, as he passed away last week at age 82. Green was a manager brought to Philadelphia, and he brought the city its first World Series victory in 1980 with players like Steve Carlton, Dan Larson, Larry Bowa, Mike Schmidt, and of course the hit king, Pete Rose. Green spent 62 years in the MLB as a player, manager, general manager, team president, minor league director, and a scout. This is like the guy I want to be in broadcasting.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to do like all these things. Like this guy literally did it all. Like I don't think there's another like other than equipment manager.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was big news when he passed away, and unfortunately for guys like us, we don't really remember. We don't really like remember his legacy. We weren't around to see the Phillies win in the '80s, and I know he was the manager of the Mets in the early '90s when they were horrible. And so, I mean, I don't remember that. I was just a little toddler then. But rest in peace to him, one of the classic baseball names.
And the NFL also lost someone important as Clay Matthews Sr. has passed away. Matthews played for the 49ers for 4 seasons, but he's most known for starting an NFL legacy. His 2 sons, Clay II and Bruce, were selected to multiple All-Pro teams. Bruce is in the Hall of Fame class of 2007, and Clay II was a semifinalist in this year's class. Clay II had 2 sons, Clay Matthews III of the Packers, and former Eagles and Vikings linebacker Casey Matthews. Bruce's sons are Falcons left tackle Jake Matthews and former offensive lineman Kevin Matthews. It's the NFL's 3rd ever, 3rd generation football family. And that's
About it for the early on headlines. We'll move it to
nothing depressing. We are going to move on to the NHL, NBA, NFL, and MLB, but real quick for people in the Lehigh Valley, if you're looking to go to a Lehigh Valley Phantoms game, I've got the in. On April 14th, Friday, there's a 7 p.m. start, and I am promoting the national anthem singer for that night, Drew Gabriel. I have tickets for $17 in section 203, row 8 and 9. I also have the 88 section seating available for people in a wheelchair or just older people in general who need to use an elevator, cannot climb stairs. Please contact me either through the internet or through my phone. Again, my friend Drew Gabriel is singing the national anthem on April 14th. That is a Friday. It's a 7 p.m. game start. Tickets are $17. Come out for a good cause. It's not like a cancer drive or anything, but it's a kid singing the national anthem.
We gotta get Brandon Davis one of those gigs, singing the national anthem.
All right. all right, Brandon. Let's see what I can do. So give me a call or a text or hit me up on the internet, on Facebook, or any social media if you would like a ticket to April 14th's Lehigh Valley Phantoms game. They're in the playoff hunt. They are going to be in the playoffs if they don't lose out. So that's exciting. When I was there as an intern, they were not good.
Yeah.
We talked about Brandon Manning absolutely hating my guts. And so let's move on to the NHL. Congratulations to Washington Capitals center Alex Ovechkin for becoming the third player in NHL history to score 30 goals a season in his first 12 seasons. And it came on a night where they beat the Arizona Coyotes 4-1. I know it's Coyotes, but...
You like calling them? It's a nice little nickname, I guess.
It's a little Slavington type of thing. Oh, shoot the Coyotes. Woo! All right, talk about not taking a day off, though. Vancouver Canucks right wing Brock Boeser scored a goal in the second period of his NHL debut after signing an entry-level contract. The night before, he and his North Dakota team lost in the NCAA hockey tournament to Boston University in double overtime during the NCAA tournament quarterfinals in Fargo. So, I mean, seamless. A seamless transition from college to the pro ranks, and we don't typically see that.
Right.
Sometimes, I mean, unless you're like Connor McDavid, but literally the night before. Friday night, he loses in double OT. The next day on a Saturday, he's scoring his first NHL goal. So congratulations to Brock Boeser. And the NHL and Gary Bettman are tackling the issue of the Winter Games. Bettman says that they will not send their players to South Korea for the games. The IOC will have to meet the NHL more than halfway this time, as league owners have expressed they do not want to put the season on pause for 3 weeks and put their players at risk of injury without a proper return. They did do this in 2012 for Sochi. They put the season on hold for 3 weeks, and apparently it was not worth it.
Yeah.
I understand the whole serving your country thing, but it is all about business. At the end of the day, it is all about business.
What sports are about here in the U.S. So.
And I don't have any injuries. We just where are the Flyers at right now? We're just going to give a little Flyers update.
I do have the Flyers pulled up. Just want to give you a little bit of the standings here. They are currently out of the wild card spot. They are actually 6th right now in the East, or actually 6th in the Eastern wild card. So 4 teams back right now at 35 and 32. Let's see if I can pull up their schedule here. Internet is moving very slow in Dominic's apartment tonight, so I'm going to try my best. But if not,
shout out to Xfinity, the best in-experience, the best in-home Wi-Fi experience. My ass.
Well,
it sucks.
One thing we do know is the Flyers are not playing well right now. So if I can get the schedule going,
honestly, they're not good.
Disappointing to say the least for Philadelphia sports. Let's see, we're pulling it up.
There we go. What do we have going on?
Alrighty, so today is the 27th. To round out the month, they have a game tomorrow against Ottawa, the Senators, and then on the 30th against the New York Islanders. That would be on Thursday. They are coming off a win against Pittsburgh yesterday, so that's a big win for them. Always nice to win against the rival. And then prior to that, they were 1-2 this past week. So coming off a nice win in Pittsburgh and going to play Ottawa tomorrow, actually at home again, and then the Islanders on Thursday.
Okay, so we're 2-2 in the last 4 games. I guess I'll take that, but it looks like the Flyers may or may not make the playoffs, and if they do, they're
going to be one of the lower seeds.
Probably, if they make the playoffs, they're going to be the lowest seed, and I think that's the 6th seed. I believe there's 3 divisions, so
I want to say it's 8, but I'm not 100% sure. Here at YDST we are not big hockey guys.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them.
They know.
Yeah, they definitely